Now to an update to a KXAN investigation. The 5-year-old boy who was detained by ICE alongside his father in Austin has been deported to Mexico with his dad. This is according to the family's immigration attorney.
That ICE detention this month garnered the attention of state leaders on both sides of the aisle. KXAN investigator Grace Reeder spoke with the family's attorney about why the family made the decision to voluntarily deport.
ICE has arrested the father of 5-year-old Liam Tadeo before, the Department of Homeland Security told KXAN. An undocumented immigrant from Mexico, ICE detained Victor Martinez Nieto late last year in Hutto and removed him from the U.S. He then re-entered and was again detained in August, this time in Austin with his young son.
And Liam wanted to go to play soccer, so his dad took him to a soccer game. And the truck that they were in was pulled over by ICE, who immediately asked them their legal status.
That's the family's immigration attorney, KXAN Goldfinch. She and several Texas leaders like Congressman Greg Casar posted updates about this case on social media and called on DHS to release the boy.
I am speaking up on behalf of our community to say that little Liam needs to be released. His dad, who we understand has no criminal record whatsoever, should also be released.
But Lincoln Goldfinch says that's not what happened. DHS told KXAN in an emailed statement, quote, "Parents have a choice if they want to be removed with their children, or ICE will place the children with a safe person the parent designates. This is consistent with past administrations' immigration enforcement." In the end, Liam and his father were deported to Mexico less than 2 weeks after being detained. Their attorney told KXAN that was voluntary, or the family did not fight deportation because they were concerned Liam would end up in government custody. They claim DHS did not allow Liam's mother, also an undocumented immigrant, to come pick him up from the detention center near San Antonio.
Victor has been asking for Liam to be released to his mother since the moment of their detention. And DHS will not allow Maria to just go pick Liam up. The risk is that Liam would be placed into ORR custody as an unaccompanied migrant child and then suffer weeks or perhaps months in detention alone without his father.
ORR stands for Office of Refugee Resettlement, the federal agency that takes custody of unaccompanied migrant children. We asked DHS why Liam wasn't released to his mother and if that had anything to do with her immigration status. The agency did not answer that question directly, referring us to its previous statement on the case. Grace Reeder, KXAN Investigates.
And DHS also told us in its statement that they encourage people in the country illegally to self-deport with the CBP Home app, and that the U.S. offers $2,600 and a free flight for people to self-deport. But this family's attorney says it's not always that easy. She says people have been detained trying to exit the country at the airport or at the border, and she says the route for some can be very risky.